nom 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 nom. Ah, boink. Oi.
Hello everyone, my name is Paulina and I'm a knitaholic. Welcome to Tikva Hobbies, a channel about knitting and crochet. I haven't been uploading for a while, still here is the finished rucksack, backpack, whatever you call it, and my review of it. Well, this is what the finished bag looks like close up. The flap, this part, the bottom, and the straps are made of leather, and they're pretty good quality. I'm quite happy with them. You open the flap like this, and here we can either pull it a little bit when we close it or do the opposite. Stretch like this. Focus, please. Yeah, I need a little bit more focus here. And that's what the bag looks like inside. I should have pulled it all the way. And tied it. Okay. Here it is. It's got two little pockets here, one bigger one here for the documents. I've got some bus ticket in there. I've been using this for 2 weeks now, I'd say, or something like that. Here's the bottom. That's where everything started. I'm quite happy with the bottom. I have no regrets about this part. Actually, the most difficult part was to control the gauge and to control that these lines, that it's symmetrical and that the line goes straight vertically and doesn't bend anywhere. And that was really the most difficult part, because I had to change a little bit the way the pattern designer recommended. She recommended that we insert the hook not in the middle of the stitches, but a little bit to the right. I had to alter, and some rounds I crocheted to the right and some right in the middle, so that my line, how to say, this X, yeah, it stays vertical. And it seems that I have succeeded. At least I don't see visually that it goes, it's crooked. Yeah, it's not crooked as I see. And this makes me happy. Actually, the whole backpack makes me happy. I love this combination of gray and orange and blue and the light color. Actually, I would have probably, now I would have deleted this part, omitted this light one, and made it more of these, what do I call them, intersectionary colors, yeah, which have both, for example, orange and gray, or gray and a little bit of beige. But this one probably I would have deleted. But anyway, it's a nice transition from the dark blue to the light one. And you see, I've also added some of the previous colors on the top. Why? That's probably my biggest mistake, but I'm happy with how it's turned out. The thing is, I didn't know how high I wanted the rucksack, the backpack to be, and I just followed the pattern by repeating the same amount of rounds. And after when I've reached this part, I was a bit confused because that was the last color, the lightest one, and I had to finish right here, but the length, it was a little bit over 20 centimeters. I'd say like 23, maybe 24, definitely not enough. I was going for like 28, 30, and I had to work some more rounds. And the most difficult part was to determine which colors to use further, Besides, I didn't have much of this dark blue one. This is why I had to repeat the gray at the top with this decorative round. I had to repeat this dark gray one. Well, can't say I don't like it. I like this repeat of the transition back to the orange, because orange is the color which I adore. It's one of my favorite ones and makes me happy and improves my mood in general, and why not? Why not, after all? Plus, I wanted to use a little bit of blue just to complement the bottom part. The bottom starts with blue, and I wanted to finish with the blue color as well, which I didn't have enough of, and that's why I inserted this gray band. Yeah, this decorative part, it's also gray, which is not bad because the flap is black, it's gray, and the straps, yeah, it's all made in gray, so I don't mind. As for the lining, that was the most difficult part for me because I hadn't been sewing for goodness knows how long. Probably the last time I sewed something was in high school, when we had this in technology classes. But I can't say I really liked it then, sorry. And I had to start it all over again. It's so good that my husband knows how to do it. So he gave me the minimal instructions and showed how to insert the thread into the needle on the sewing machine, and it went pretty smoothly. I did this in 2 evenings. I'd say I started in the evening, and the next day I couldn't wait for him to come back to supervise, so to say, my work. So I finished it all by myself in the afternoon. And the lines, well, the stitches, they are more or less fine. This pocket and the other one, well, looks pretty neat to me. I folded this twice just to make it nicer, this edge. And the bottom part, I had to hand sew it to the backpack. Probably I was not as meticulous about this as I should have been, because if you see, there are some gaps here. Well, I probably should put it closer. Let me focus on it. You see, you can still see some gaps, so it's either I should have done my stitches even smaller, yeah, this length of the stitches, or used some other seam maybe. I tried to make it as invisible as possible, which I succeeded in, I suppose, but it's not as sturdy as it should be, probably. Here you can see this gap already been shown. Of course I can smooth it and it's not visible, but you know it's there. Well, at least I know it and you know now too. So I do not worry about that much because I can change at any moment, right? If I see any hole or I'm not quite satisfied with what it looks like, I could always just take a needle and change it a little bit. If anything breaks here, if there are any holes in the lining, I still have a little bit of material, or anyway, I could buy another material, right? Some other stuff to make another substitute lining. Why not? Why not? So I'm not worried about that at all. We'll see how long the backpack lasts. As it is a cord thread, I believe it could last for quite a long time. It should be sturdy enough. There are 2 things, yeah, actually 3 things, which I'm not super happy with. Well, the first is, and that was my bad, yeah, this transition. I'm happy with what it looks like now, but I should have counted these parts, yeah, the number of rounds better. Besides, the pattern instructed crocheters to do it, but I just didn't know how high I wanted it to be at that moment, and I didn't follow it to the T. Next thing, if I do another backpack, I would choose a different lock, because, well, it's like on furler bags, and I can't say it's the most. Oops! Oh, sorry, lamp, please stay put. I can't say it's the neatest one, but the problem is that it's rather large, and I had to balance it on the threads. You can't see it now because there is lining, but I can show maybe here. There are some threads, right? Can you see it? Let me focus better. There are some threads that are tied inside the bag, and then there goes the lining, so it's not visible. That's how the pattern instructs you, what the pattern instructs you to do to fix the lock. But with such a big lock, this fluctuation, well, it's never stays 100% put in place. And I'm not sure that I like it. It's sometimes when I close it, it's a little bit crooked. The top part, yeah, it could be a little bit crooked. So if I ever make another backpack like this, I will definitely choose a smaller lock that could be put, yeah, that could stay put, sorry, in place and doesn't move anywhere. That's the second thing. And there was something else I wanted to say about, definitely, the weight. I'll measure the total weight and write it down somewhere, maybe here on the screen, but I can say that it weighs way more than I wanted it to. And even if you just put your phone or a wallet, I don't know, some documents and nothing else, well, usually I put a bottle of water, obviously. It's quite a substantial amount of weight. If I wear my regular sports bag, yeah, like a sports backpack, it's much lighter, and I can feel it, and I can't say I like it. It's quite pleasant to have some weight in your bag, right? But not always. So it's probably not the best thing about this backpack, but I still totally love it. I use it every day. I'm happy with how it turned out, and I'll probably make another one, maybe using some pastel colors, beige, pink, something like that, or who knows, maybe something bright. I don't know yet. I just thought that this would be more of an autumnal choice because of this orange and gray, but I wear it every day now, and I can't say it doesn't fit summer mood, yeah, summer vibes. So I don't know, I might make another one which is lighter, but I'm quite happy with this one as well. So that's what the bag looks like. I hope I've showed you everything. I haven't shown the back part, yeah, that's how the flap is sewn to the backpack itself. Well, the straps, which are adjustable. I specifically bought the leather parts which are adjustable because I didn't know if the non-adjustable ones fit me or not. Well, this is it. This is my bag. I'm happy with it, and I'll show you some more pictures or videos of it in a moment. But anyway, see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.